Here we go. Start cooking. Get in the kitchen. It's the massive parlay for the divisional round on OddsShopper. Hit the thumbs up button. I'm A-Tide. You can follow me on Twitter. At Shander Bets is fine. And I'll tell you all about this free week happening on OddsShopper. Hopefully give you a reason to subscribe. We've been bouncing around a little bit. Let's start. We've got a massive divisional parlay, which is going to span 2 days. And the first is the Houston Texans simply losing. All right. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. It's the first of 3 legs in this football game, and we're just adding the Kansas City Chiefs to win. Just win. Where is the argument? Where is Houston better in at least 3 areas that you can convince me a money line play, maybe from a value price standpoint? Well, look, OddsShopper on Caesars, I'm listening. But from a realistic building a parlay standpoint, the Kansas City Chiefs don't lose this game. They're the best team in the NFL, best team in the AFC, and they have an incredible defense working for them. So we go on. And here is where I think it gets interesting, because you can start to look at, for me, player props, rushing yards. But it's not Joe Mixon. It's actually going to be CJ Stroud. We're going to get him around 14.5 here. And we're going to go over. We're going to add, as you can see, you can look at different areas here and take advantage of this also on OddsShopper. My goodness, there's a free link below. Just take advantage of that too. But here's the week, pardon me. Stroud at 15 plus. Again, it's going to be technically 16 plus with a little push here. But we should be able to get to 20 rushing yards. Quarterbacks that move, pick it up in the postseason. Quarterbacks playing from a neutral to negative game script will definitely increase a rushing attempt here or there. And guys would rather tuck it for a yard or 2 than throw an interception. They've been coached that in the postseason. So we're good there with Stroud at 15.5. We're going to go over that as we add. It's already up to 19.5. My goodness, over at Caesars. And the next play here, it's going to be Travis Kelce over 49.5. You don't look at the regular season. If you're looking at what he's done over the course of 17 games and try to extrapolate and then apply that in the postseason, you are making a massive mistake. You look at the body of work in the postseason for a champion, for a guy who's picked it up when it matters most, even after really good seasons in which you'd argue this was not one of them. So far, Chiefs win. Stroud, 16 plus rushing yards. Travis Kelce, 50 plus receiving yards. All right. That's the first part of it. Now we go to the Lions Commanders game. And I'll tell you all about how you can sign up for OddsShopper and take advantage of just the basics that we have coming up in a second here. But look at this. We're not going to go crazy. And I have the ticket here for you. We're simply putting the Lions in. Now, this, I do think it's a little dangerous to mess around. I'm just the Lions. I know myself. We had it in the Discord at 8.5 a couple of days ago. Not to spoil, but Ben Raza posted it. I saw this morning. I'm sure Lindy posted it too. So a lot of us, and maybe I'm the mush who cares, but a lot of us are on Detroit to win this football game, covering a spread. Rookie quarterbacks in the postseason don't win on the road. I don't give a shit what you tell me about last week. It's not a theme that you want to continue to ride, especially against a number 1 seed. Thin. End of discussion. Now we go back again to our player props. And this is where you can look at David Montgomery. This is a man, you could probably angle carries here. You probably could angle touches. Maybe it's receiving yards. I'm not sure. But what you could also do here is look at just rushing yards. Just actual rushing yards for David Montgomery. He's in the 40s, mid 40s. We're dropping this as an alt play to 40 plus. We're dropping it right there to Montgomery 40 plus, and that gets us to minus 120 as our mini 2-leg. So we'll move on to Sunday. A reminder, as always, let me just show you what's going on here. We have something that I think stands out. Like, you're going to get plus EV tools. You're going to get all of that. But this is something that nobody else is doing. It's called transparency. It's just showing you every single bet that we've made that's been plus EV graded and posted on OddsShopper. I just took you behind the paywall and showed you what our ROIs are. Every PRA bet in the NBA this season is returning a 6.1% ROI. Hey, maybe you don't want to bet at Bet Rivers because you're not even breaking even, but you probably want to bet at Caesars. You see how this works? Click the link below, jump in, explore, take the free week, and DM me if you have any problems at Shander Bets. All right, so there you have it, the top element, and then we're just going to go one. We're just going to touch one game, and that's the early game, and that's the Eagles on the money line. So again, Eagles win. We're not messing with the spread, but the two games that are most confident with the spread, we have just dropped down to the money line. I don't care about the weather unless there's wind. They have the better team, Philadelphia, overall, the better defense, the better defensive coordinator, the better quarterback overall. I get it with Matthew Stafford, but Jalen Hurts is going to do everything now to win a football game, including throw for $150 and 2 touchdowns or maybe one if needed. Saquon Barkley in that offensive line, end of discussion. End of discussion. Last play is Dallas Goedert, 25 plus receiving yards. He is a safety blanket, magnet, however you want to describe it, for Jalen Hurts. And that's why, pardon me, we go heavy on that. That's why. So you see it there. Eagles, Dallas Goedert, 25 plus. Montgomery, 40 plus rushing yards. Detroit Lions, money line. Kelsey, 50 plus receiving. Stroud, 16 plus rushing. Chiefs, money line. That is a plus 1261 ticket. Subscribe if you can on the way out. Free trial for a week below, and I'll see you in the Discord.